I've been there, I've done that, I've had the experience, and so I want to share my experiences with you and give you useful tips on how to build self-confidence as a teenager or in your early 20s.
Inspire Central. Inspire Central. Inspire Central. Inspire Central.
Hello fellow Inspirers, welcome to Inspire Central. It is me, your girl Monica, the Chief Inspirer herself. I'm so glad you could join me on this episode. My topic for today is a very special one. It is one that I have specially prepared for teenagers and people in their early 20s. It is how to build self-confidence as a teenager or in your early 20s. I know that confidence is something that many people struggle with, especially in their younger days. I've been there, I've done that, I've had the experience, and so I want to share my experiences with you and give you useful tips on how to build self-confidence as a teenager or in your early 20s. First and foremost, self-confidence is something that is very important. If you must achieve anything, you must have confidence in yourself. Now, besides achieving things, besides it being a yardstick for success, self-confidence also saves you a lot of trouble. As a teenager or somebody in your early 20s, you feel uncertain, you're not quite sure of yourself. You haven't quite found your bearing in life, and sometimes you don't know who you are. And then you add that to raging hormones and you not being used to the changes in your body and the developments that you see. And then before you know it, if you're not careful, you start to make some mistakes that you cannot unmake or undo, and which could negatively influence your life and your future. So these tips I'm going to give you are going to safeguard you so that you build confidence in who you are and you come to realize who you are, and people do not take you for granted, neither do you put yourself in harm's way because you're not sure of who you are. The first tip I will give you is this: know that where you are is good. Know that these are the best years of your life. Yes, I say that to you with confidence. These are the best years of your life. I know you may not feel like it. You may say to yourself, how is this the best year of my life? I don't know anything, I don't have friends, people are mocking me, people are teasing me, people at school are teasing me, I'm not doing so well academically, my parents are always having quarrels with me, I'm not sure who I am, I'm suffering from identity crisis. Well, even in spite of all that, I can confidently tell you that these are your best years. I've been a teenager before, I've been in my 20s, been there, done that, left the 20s. So I can confidently tell you that when I look back, I see that at that time I didn't have responsibilities. At that time, nobody quite cared about what I brought to the table. Just being me, just being present was enough. And so now that you are in your teens, now that you're in your 20s, you don't quite have responsibilities. People are not looking up to you, because they know that you're still at that stage where you yourself are getting to know yourself, you are evolving into who you're becoming, and you're not quite sure who you are, so you're somewhere on the crossroads. So people give you that grace. People allow you be yourself. And even those who don't allow you be yourself, those fellow teenagers who are teasing you, don't mind them. They don't even know who they are yet. So they are just teasing you because they are not comfortable with who they are. And so they are trying to make you equally uncomfortable. That's just their plan. But I'm telling you that these are your best years. You are free from responsibilities. People don't look up to you to say, what are you bringing to the table? What are you offering? This is the time of your life when you are learning. This is the time of your life when you have to make sure that you take good care of your mind. Build yourself, build your capacity. Self-development is very important when you're in your teens and in your early 20s. So this is indeed the best time of your life, whether you know it or not. I'm assuring you that this is the best time of your life, because as you get older, responsibilities start to come up, pressure starts to intensify, and people start to ask questions and look at you sideways and say, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you achieved that? Why are you not that yet? Why are you not wealthy yet? And all that. So now there are no real expectations of you. So this is the time when you must ensure that you build yourself. Now that eyes are not on you, now that there's little to no pressure, ensure that you build your capacity. Ensure that you get to know who you are, get to understand yourself. Don't feel pressurized by friends or peers. Don't succumb to peer pressure. Be yourself. Stand firm in who you are. As a teenager or as somebody in your early 20s, enjoy your life. And when I say enjoy your life, I'm not saying do all those things, clubbing, drinking, smoking, following gangs, stealing and all that. No. When I say enjoy your life, I mean get to know yourself. Get to look inward and say, who am I? Who am I becoming? What do I like? What do I want to become? What is my future going to look like? What are my plans for the future? Get to know yourself. Get to look inwards and start to know who you are. That is the first step to self-confidence. Because if you know who you are, if you realize that this is the best time of your life, then you will have some trust to say, okay, this is where I am, this is who I am. All right, let's see how this thing goes. You won't start falling for everybody that comes your way to say do this and do that. You won't start pandering to everybody, to want to please everybody, to want to mold yourself into whatever they say you should be. No, you will just stand firm in who you are. That is what it means to be self-confident. The second tip that I will give you for building self-confidence as a teenager or as someone in your early 20s is to read good books. I said good books because there are all sorts of books. We have erotic novels, we have all sorts of things that do not quite add to you, that just stimulate your mind, stimulate your loins, and make you think about things you should not be thinking about at this point in time. So that is why I said read good books. Read books that expand your horizon. Read books that make you better. Those books may not necessarily be part of your curriculum. They may not be school books. They can be self-development books. They are books that are written specifically for teenagers. I'm working on a book at the moment, and when that book is done, I'm going to add a link to the video description for this video as well as my other videos so that you can download that book and read it. Read it and expand your horizon. It's specifically written for people in their teens and in their early 20s. It's a self-development book that will help you become better. So just like the book I'm working on, read books that make you better. Read books that make you want to do better, want to make you know more, want to expand your horizon, and want to become an improved version of yourself. So tip number 3 is get a mentor. Mentors are people who have walked down the path before you, who can direct you on the best way to go, the steps that you should take, that will make sure that you become who you want to be and that you do not derail or ruin your beautiful future even before you get there. Mentors are usually older people. But I must tell you something, I must point this out. Not every older person can be a mentor. No, you have to be very careful of people that you let mentor you. Because some older people are not successful. Some older people do not even have great values. Some older people do not have good ethics that you should emulate. Some older people are not worth emulating. So you need to scrutinize, look carefully, and ensure that the person you're asking to mentor you, The person you're asking to guide you and direct you as you journey through life is somebody who is exemplary, is somebody whose life you would like to imitate or to emulate, is somebody that has shown a track record, something that you can clearly see and say, yes, this person is a success. Thumbs up to this person. I admire this person. I like this person. I want to be like this person. You don't have to imitate this person wholly, completely, from start to finish. No, destinies are different, purposes are different, directions are different. All you need is a template. A template, something that is like a structure to tell you, do it like this, do it like that, but in your own way, to suit your own destiny, to suit your own purpose, to suit your own personal journey. Do it like this, do it like that. But the person can give you a general life template, a general one that can guide you and help you become who you dream to be or who you want to be. So, mentors are very important. Choose a good mentor and let that mentor guide you, hold your hand as you go through this journey as a teenager, as somebody in your early 20s, and as somebody who wants to build a bright and beautiful future. The fourth tip to building self-confidence as a teenager or as somebody in your early 20s is to be contented. Contentment is a very big deal. Contentment is being happy, comfortable with what you have, where you are at the present moment. Contentment is understanding that where you are today is not where you will be tomorrow. Understanding that you are on a journey and that life is a process and you are moving from one step and one stage to the other, and that where you are now, you are comfortable with where you are now because you know that you are growing, because you know that you don't have to speed up the time or speed up the process, but you let the process to play out and you become who you are, evolve and grow to become your very best. So contentment is knowing that where you are now is fine. It's not where you're going to be forever. You are going to grow, you are going to evolve, you're going to become better. That is what contentment is. One great thing about contentment and how it helps your self-confidence is that when the peer pressure, when the friends, when the negative influence come, you will not succumb to the pressure. You will not succumb to the bad friends. You will not want to be like every other person because you know who you are. You're contented, you're comfortable. You know that where you are now is okay, it's fine. It's not where you're going to be forever. And you realize that you should not rush the process. You realize that who you are today can greatly influence who you will become tomorrow. And you know that this is a critical stage of your life. This is the building block to your future. And so you know that you have to pace yourself. Calm down, pipe low, take it easy, one day at a time, one step at a time. Don't be in a haste. Don't be in a haste to be all grown up. Don't be in a haste to make money. Don't be in a haste to achieve so much. Be who you are, where you are at this moment in time. And you will see that if you're contented with where you are, and you grow, and you develop, and you become better, and you improve yourself, you are automatically going to evolve and become an even better version of yourself. So don't rush the process. Let things play out. Don't hurry to become an adult. Don't hurry to want to fit into your mommy's shoes or your auntie's shoes or the shoes of that role model or that person you see on TV. It is a process. And like I said before, these are the best years of your life. Value them, appreciate them, know and realize that they are not going to come back. Very soon, the responsibilities and the pressure, societal pressure will come. So enjoy where you are now. Enjoy the stage where you are. And let time do what time does. You will evolve. You will become better. You will grow up. And of course, you will become a bigger, better version of yourself. So pace yourself. Be contented with what you have. Be contented with where you are. Know that this is a process. Life is a process. And very soon, all those things that people are taunting you with, all those things they are trying to use to entice you, to lure you, to tell you, come join the gang, come steal, come do this, come do that. You will have all that and much more. So stay where you are, be contented with what you are, read your books, spend time learning, and know that you have a future and you have a bigger, better future, and who you are today is not who you will always be. Make the most of your time, develop yourself, learn, acquire skills, become a bigger, better version of yourself. Develop yourself, spend your time well. You will not get this time back again. These are the best years of your life, like I said earlier. All right then, so the next point number 5 that I will give you is speak words of affirmation to yourself, positive words. Have you ever heard of the phrase positive thinking? Yes. Positive thoughts. Think positive thoughts. Think thoughts that elevate you, that brighten up your mood, that tell you that you are a genius, that tell you that you're beautiful and you're worthy. And when you think these good thoughts, say the words aloud to yourself. Tell yourself things like, I am beautiful, I am intelligent, I am phenomenal, I am enough, I am valuable, I'm a treasure, I am worthy, I am deserving of every beautiful thing, I have a bright future, I am amazing, my life is awesome, my future is awesome. Tell yourself things like this on a daily basis. Build yourself up. Be your number one hype man or hype woman. Don't wait for people to hype you. I mean, you've got words, you've got a mouth. Hype yourself. Stand in front of the mirror and say, I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. I am the best. I am number one. I am the cream of the crop. Tell yourself things like that on a daily basis and watch the way your self-confidence will go up. Watch the way you will become better, the way you will feel better about yourself. Watch the way that even when people throw words at you, hurtful words, try to insult you, try to make you feel small, you'll be like, nothing of me. I can't even hear you. I can't even hear you. I'm feeling myself. I feel so good about myself already. You can't bring me down. You can't bring me down because I'm in an elevated state of mind. I know who I am. I have confidence, and so you cannot bring me down. This is one thing that validating yourself does. This is one thing that self-affirmation does for you. When you already feel good about yourself, it is difficult for people to bring you down because you know who you are. Because today you said to yourself, I'm beautiful. You said to yourself, I have what it takes. You said to yourself, I'm a conqueror. You said all that to yourself. So when someone comes to tell you you're nothing, you're not good enough, you already say, me not good enough? No, I'm amazing. I am fantastic. You cannot tell me I'm not good enough. Me, I'm the cream of the crop. Ooh, have you met me? Watch me. Watch me do what I do. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I know who I am if you don't know who I am. So for you to say I'm not good enough, you really don't know me. You really don't know me. Because if you did know me, you would know that I am phenomenal. I'm amazing. Yes, and I know it. I know it, and you cannot take that away from me. No, no, no. You cannot change how I feel about myself. My testimony, my self-affirmation is, girl, you're amazing. When you keep saying this to yourself every day, your self-confidence will skyrocket and nobody will be able to bring you down. I'm not saying slip into pride or arrogance. I'm saying be so confident in yourself. Know who you are. That even when the pressures of the world, even when people come with insults and they try to humiliate you and make you feel small, you will hold your head up high and be like, I don't think so. Have you met me? I don't think so. No. I'm not that thing you say I am. No. I'm up here. I'm up here. I'm not down there. I'm up here. When you carry yourself like that, then you will be able to withstand the negative influence that will try to bring you down. that will try to get you entrapped, that will try to get you to make mistakes that will ruin your beautiful future. Remember, this message is about your future because, like I said, these are critical years. Teenage years and your 20s are critical years. They are years that can influence the way your life goes, whether for the good or for the bad. And so you must be very careful about how you spend your teenage years and your 20s. They are the building blocks of your future. And so you must treat yourself well. You must be protective of your years, your time, your energy, your life at this stage, because the way you live your life now will to a large extent influence the way your life turns out in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, and down the line. So these are the precious building years of your life, and you must guard them jealously. You must protect them. You must spend them developing yourself. You must spend them becoming the best that you can be, so that you have a beautiful future to look forward to. Okay then, I hope this message has impacted you positively. This video is one that is very dear to my heart. For the longest time, I have had a great passion for people younger than me. When I was a teenager, I loved kids. I still love kids anyway. But as I got older and I got into my 20s, I was drawn to teenagers because I could easily see the mistakes they were making, because I had made those mistakes. I had been there, I had done that, and I had stepped out of the teenage years and become 20, 21, 22, and so on. So I knew there were pitfalls that teenagers could not see, because of course they were new to that stage, but I could see it because I had left that stage. And so I want to speak to teenagers and people in their 20s, because like I said, these are years that I can see the pitfalls in, because I fell into some of those pits, or I avoided those pits, or I missed those pits by the whiskers, things like that. So I can easily advise teenagers and people in their 20s. Plus, I have a passion for talking to them. When I run into them, maybe on the road or at the store, I'm so drawn to them. There's something about them, because I wish I had somebody who could guide me when I was their age. I wish I could find somebody to tell me, no, don't do it like this. If you do it like this, it will result in that. I wish I had some guidance. I wish I had a mentor. I wish I had a big sister or a big brother who could say, I made these mistakes, I don't want you to repeat them. So that is why I am passionate about teenagers and people in their 20s. And maybe as I get older, I will also be passionate about people who are decades younger. Maybe the next decade. When I get into my 40s, I'm passionate about people in their 30s. When I get into my 50s, I'm passionate about people in their 40s and all that. So I love to guide younger ones. And I just felt this is a special one I should do specifically for teenagers and people in their 20s. Please, if you're watching me, if you're a teenager, if you're in your 20s and you're watching this video, I want you to not be in a haste. Please do not be in a haste. Take it one day at a time. Your life is unfolding. Many people have made critical mistakes that they wish they could take back at this stage, at this age. So take it easy. This is not the time to rush to get married, because everybody is getting married. I'm not saying that early marriage is wrong, but what I'm saying is do not rush into marriage. Do not rush into relationships. Do not rush into having sex because every other person is doing it. Pace yourself. There is time for all that. As long as you grow older, there is time for all that. In fact, at a point in time, if you're not doing those things, if you're not married, if you're not having sex, if you're not hanging out with guys or girls, as the case may be, depending on your gender, because this is not just for teenagers and people in their 20s who are just ladies. Even guys, this is for you. If you're older and you're not doing those things, people start to wonder what is wrong with you. That is because that is the time to do all those things. So when you're in your teens, when you're in your 20s, take your time. Don't feel pressurized to join the bandwagon. Pace yourself. The right time will come to do all these things. Please do not rush. Take your time. Please drop your comments. Dear teenagers, dear people in their 20s, please drop your comments. Not just that. Anybody who has watched this video, please drop your comments. And for people in their 20s and teenagers, if you have questions, send me emails. My email address is in my channel description. You can check there, you get my email. If you want to send me something private, you want to ask me questions, please go ahead. Send me an email and I'll reply to you. Maybe I'll reply via email if you want it private, or I could share it here with other people so that others can learn as well, just as you're learning, so that it's not just something only you learn. Others who also have a similar problem or who also need advice on a similar topic can get insight from the video. Alright then, thank you so much fellow inspirers for watching this video. Please drop your comments. Teenagers, 20s, anybody who has seen this video, please drop your comments below and tell me how this video has impacted you. Alright then, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. That is your way of supporting me. Please click the subscription button. Also, do not forget to click the notification button so you will be informed as soon as I update. Please do not forget to like and share my videos. Thank you for giving me your time. I hope you have been inspired today. Don't forget to be an inspiration. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Please subscribe, click the notification button, like this channel, share our videos, and follow us on social media. Thank you very much.
Inspire Central. Inspire Central.